Hello everyone, welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Zoe if you don't know me. I'm 22 and I live in London. And today I'm going to be starting a job searching series. I thought it would be good to share my job hunting experience and document this journey. I guess to just jump right into it, I am looking for a part-time sales or marketing role. I'm looking at admin assistant roles if it's a company that is something that I'm interested in. I'm just trying to get a foot in the door. It's got to be part-time because I've got a part-time sales consulting role at a Pilates studio. That's 2 days a week, so I only really have 3 to 4 days in my work week available for another job. So I have a bachelor's degree in marketing and sociology. So I did a Bachelor of Arts. I graduated from the University of Sydney last year, end of last year, and just moved to London a week ago. So I am jumping straight in, not wasting a second, and getting my 2 feet on the ground. So far in the job hunting process, it has started today. So I've applied for 2 jobs thus far. I've applied for a partnership management role, and then I've applied for a assistant type role, and I've also reached out to a couple people on LinkedIn and a couple people just in my network who I know of who could potentially be a lead of some sort for me. So I've reached out to about 4 or 5 different people today just to throw ideas at the wall and see what sticks. I feel like job hunting for me, and I found this when I was trying to find, so I worked previously as a marketing coordinator in Sydney, and so that job was from July last year to May this year. I found that was trying to score my first corporate job, my first big girl job, I guess. I found it was a numbers game, and it was the more jobs you apply for, something is eventually going to stick. So I was doing the same type of thing where I would write down, okay, I've applied for 10 jobs this day, 10 jobs this day, 10 jobs this day. Eventually someone is going to hire me and someone is going to hire you. It's just about being at the right time, right place. So by applying for as many jobs, of course, that you're interested in as possible is just the best way to increase your chance. So why not reach out to a loose connection that you have on LinkedIn, or why not just apply for a job that you don't feel like you're properly qualified for, just to see if maybe they are overinflating what they actually want. My goal, I think, is to apply for about 5 jobs a day. I think a minimum of 5 jobs a day though is pretty reasonable, and I'm going to try and take a break on weekends. But today is Tuesday, the 3rd of September. It's my sister's birthday, so happy birthday, Phoebes. I don't know if she's watching this. Yes, so I've applied for 2 jobs so far. I've been using Indeed, I've been using LinkedIn. I've been looking at Glassdoor, which is more, I think, a company rating website, but I've been giving that a go anyway. Even just a Google search I've been doing. I've also been looking on Reed. Reed is a recruitment agency. Office Angels is another recruitment agency, and Hays, Hays, is another recruitment agency that I've been looking at. So I'm looking at about 5 different resources, and then obviously reaching out to individuals that I know. I feel like I'm covering a lot of ground so far, and I've got some job alerts set up to go to my emails from each of those different websites, so that's good. I thought it might be of interest to show you an example of my resume and of a cover letter that I would write, just in case anyone's curious. There's also a good cover letter writing guide that I can put in the description that I found on the internet. I'm going to blank out obviously all the details about me and that kind of thing, but just in case you want to see, I mean, I'm by no means an expert, but this is what I've got going on. So my resume is about 3 pages. I mean, it's 2 pages with a couple on the end. We've got an about me section at the top. So that's where I just it's a similar thing to my cover letter. It's just a bit of a pitch, and I talk about my 2 previous roles. And then the next section I have my skills that I think are key. I talk about my marketing coordinator role, which was my most recent one, which was the corporate one, so I try to discuss mostly about that one. The role before that was in conjunction with the other one, as I did this one casually. And then a swimming instructor role, because fun fact, I used to teach kids to swim, my education and my qualifications, certificates, and then I put my just little volunteer history, as I do have other interests other than just working. And then referees upon request. So that's the resume. It's pretty simple. Doesn't want to be more than 2 pages, obviously. I send it in PDF form. When I upload and send through I do both my cover letter and my resume in PDF form. I've been told you don't want to have color on your resume or pictures. Obviously, I think it depends on the industry too. So here is an example of a cover letter that I would use. So basically, I have my name up at the top. The first removed section is my contact details. And I put the date, to whom it may concern, re-application for the role, and then I'll say I'm applying for the role at this company as whatever the title is. Then I say about my degree, I say what I'm looking for, and then I say sort of what skills that I have learnt over the time, what skills I believe I have, and then why I would be a good fit and that I would appreciate having an interview, and then yours sincerely. This cover letter template I received from someone who had received it from like a careers advisor type person. So I think it's quite good, it's quite concise, it's 1 page. I think it knocks out all the main points, and it's all about pitching yourself. I think I do a pretty good job in that cover letter. So that is that. So I'm going to film this video over the next couple of days, and I'll keep you updated for the applications that I've submitted. As I said before, I've only submitted 2 so far. Job searching journey begins. I'm just outside. It's a little sunny. But I just wanted to share, I just had a call from a recruitment agency. So it's Wednesday, it's the next day. Yeah, I just had a recruiter call me. I don't know how she found me, because I've never heard of the agency and I haven't been applying through them. But it was called Magpie Recruitment Agency, and they had a full-time marketing assistant role. It starts as like, I guess, an internship and then turns permanent after 6 months. The pay is fairly okay. I mean, it's definitely less than what I was getting in Sydney, but I've heard that's what London is. I mentioned that obviously I have the part-time job already, and so I did say, you know, if I might not be as available to do 5 days, and if I can like make up the hours, or if there's a way for me to work slightly less than what they need. It's for a marketing agency. She said there's opportunity for it to turn into an account exec role, which would be perfect. So I really liked the sound of it. It was literally like a 3-minute conversation. She's going to send me over the details. Although so she called and I didn't answer. This is probably very Gen Z of me, but when an unknown number calls, I should answer because I'm job searching, so obviously my phone number is like out there because I'm putting it on my resume. But what I do is if an unknown number calls me, I quickly search up what the number on Google, and that's when I saw it was Magpie Recruitment Agency. So I was like, okay, it's a legit call, it's not a spam call. And then I didn't answer because I wanted to mentally prepare myself for the conversation. So I wanted to just like get my resume up because I wasn't exactly sure what she was going to ask me. So I wanted to get my resume up and then get like the notes app open so I could make any quick notes about what she was going to say. So I did that and then had the quick chat with the recruiter, and yeah, kind of cool, kind of little unexpected moment of a potential opportunity. So just wanted to share that. I was a little nervous, but it was a super easy chat, and yeah, we'll see. I mean, it's interesting because recruiters, obviously they want to hire you because they get commission when they fill the role. So they want you to find a job. They're kind of on your side. They want to fill the role for the company because that's who pays them, but they do kind of have your back in a way. So just got all these little seeds planting. I messaged another contact that I had who was an ex-colleague in Sydney. She's from the UK, so I thought maybe she'd have some connections to people in similar industries, so I just thought I would give that a go too. Okay, I'm off to a cafe called Route 25. It's about like a 30-minute bus ride away from me. So I'm just gonna go to a cafe. It's also Thursday today, and I'm just gonna go do some job searching. So I just applied for 3 or so different jobs. One is a brand coordinator, one is a marketing assistant, and one is a marketing coordinator. I've sort of gotten to the point where I'm going to be applying for full-time jobs and then going to sort of discuss if there's an option to do 4 days or if there's an option to do like 4.5 days, just to see what's available, because I do think the worst thing people can say is no. I feel like I don't want to miss out on a potential really good opportunity. So that's sort of where I'm at right now, because obviously I have those 4 work days a week available. Earlier today I got a call back from one of the companies that was a full-time job. It was a marketing internship assistant role, and then after 6 months it could turn into an account executive role. So that sounded really good, and so I have an interview online, just a video interview on Monday in the afternoon, so that's really exciting. So we'll see what eventuates from that. Obviously I need to have that sort of conversation that my availability isn't 5 days a week, but this role was 3 days working in office, 2 days working from home, so there's that flexibility there. So yeah, I think it's all about just sort of putting any possible feelers out and seeing what options are available. Yeah, just sort of seeing what's possible. So I'm feeling alright about it. There's just those 12-year-old boys are trying to be funny. That's what it's like filming in public. Most people don't interact, but anyway. It was a productive afternoon. It was a really nice cafe as well. It was a cafe where all the proceeds go to charity. So it was quite nice. Got a chai latte, sat for about 2 hours. I was still doing some of my training. So now I'm gonna go home, probably relax. I feel like I've got some balls rolling, and I'm sorry if it's really loud. There is a huge high-rise being built right in front of me, so that's that. But I really like this green wall, so that was why I wanted to stand next to the wall. Alright, so I'm gonna now make my way home, and yeah, I'm just in a little park. It is Friday today, and I'm gonna close off the vlog here. Not too many updates today. I did apply for 2 more jobs. One was a marketing coordinator role, another was a marketing assistant role, and the assistant was part-time was an option, so that could be good. The assistant role I applied directly through an email, and then the other role, the coordinator role, is a company that my aunt actually worked for like 20 years. It's like a global company, and she worked in the States for them. So reached out to her. She's retired now, but I reached out and I said, any chance you'd know anyone in the hiring team? Never hurts to ask, so we shall see. Anyway, I'm like done for the week. I have searched enough. My brain needs a break. I also finished my training for Pilates today, so woohoo! Hopefully that all gets marked correctly and everything. And yeah, that is the job search done. Week 1 done. So the total scoring is 8 jobs applied for. I also got 1 rejection today. It was the partnerships coordinator role. But that's okay. So we've got 7 still pending. Still got that job interview on Monday, so we'll see how that goes. Spirits are high, which is what you want. But yeah, so I really hoped you liked my video today and enjoyed me going along on my job search. So be sure to give me a like and subscribe, as it helps me out a bunch. And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Have a good weekend. Bye.